Hi everyone, we are Group 1 and today we'd like to share our project called Digital Transformation of Stock and Sales Management for Mulia Busana Store. I'm Dimas Akmar Pradita, together with my teammates.
My name is Alza Olea Valista.
My name is Rian Fikri Ramadan.
My name is Anjani Asagina.
Okay, so these are the backgrounds, but to put it simply, in this project, we develop a mobile-based cashier system that helps Mulia Busana Store manage their sales and inventory more easily, accurately, and efficiently. And next one will be explained by my friend.
Okay, next slide, please. So, guys, currently, Mulia Busana Store still relies on manual system for recording sales and managing inventory. All transactions are written by hands, which often leads to error, especially during the busy hours. The store also only accepts the cash payment, which is cause delays when customers pay with large bills and the lags change from the cashier. These issues create operational inefficiency, inaccurate financial records, and a poor customer experience. And without a structured system, the store owners gonna be struggles to monitor stocks level or timely business decisions. Next slide. So here we have some project goals. The main goal of this project is to develop a mobile-based cashier application that digitizes the store operations. Well, this system will automatically record the transaction and inventory updates, track customer debts and receivables, generate real-time sales and financial reports, support cashless payment, and curious integration. Next slide. Here we also have the benefits. Like we can see here, the benefits is we have faster transaction with fewer errors, real-time monitoring of inventory and reports, secure storage of customer credit data, accessible via mobile phone, and not really needs computer, and boost customer trust and operational efficiency. And further explanation will be given by my colleague.
Okay, so next, I'm going to talk about the method that is used for our project, which is waterfall. And the reason that we choose this method is because Toko Mulia Busana has a clear and stable needs. Their primary goals is improving transaction records and inventory tracking, which are well defined and unlikely to change drastically during development. And this also allowed us to choose a method that is structured and predictable. Future. Okay, so next slide. This slide, we're going to talk about the phases of waterfall, which is the first phase is to understand the problem. It's basically where we conduct meetings and analysis to thoroughly understand the current challenges at Tokomulia Busana. And in our case, we use an interview with the owner and the worker at the store. And then the second phase is to design the solution with a clear understanding of the problem. We managed to make a solution which is basically the blueprint that will guide all our development in the project. And then the third phase is to build the app. So basically, this is the phase where we will implement the blueprint that we made, and then the fourth phase, which is to test the features. So basically, once the development is complete, the system will undergo some testing to make sure that the flow and all of the display and such is working properly before it is deployed. And then the last phase is to maintain and improve, which basically after the system goes live, we enter the maintenance phase and providing support, fixing any issues or error, and to plan a future improvement from the user's feedback. Next slide. Okay, so next is system requirement analysis, which is divided into two, which is non-functional and functional. So for non-functional, we have maintain security, attractive and easy to understand display, fast performance. These are all high priority because it is a basic need for our project. Next slide. Okay, so next is the functional requirements, which is automatically enter expenses and income, display the address and status of the Mulia fashion store, and able to summarize data easily. And each of this is also our high priority because it is basically the name of our project, so it has to be our high priority. Next. So the next one is display transaction receipts and show warehouse inventory stock, which is also high priority. And then there is also show available product stock and display financial records such as loans and debts, which is middle priority because it's basically an addition to the first function that we made. Next slide. Okay, so the next one is print reports on a fund usage and display a chart. It is also some kind of additional function for the main function that we made this application is from. So it's not as important as the others. Also, upload proof of transaction fund is high priority because it's needed for every transaction, and then display the login menu is low priority. Next will be explained by my friend.
Okay, in the following BPMN diagram, the interaction between the cashier receives, in the following BPMN diagram, the interaction between the cashier, the system, and the store owner is shown. The cashier receives orders and enters the data into the system. The system processes the transaction, updates the stock, and send a report to the owner. In our BPMN diagram, there are three main actors. There are cashier, system, and owner. The process begins when the cashier receives an order and inputs the data into the system by scanning the product barcode. Then the system processes the transaction, updates the stock, and saves the result in the database. At the end of the process, the system sends a daily sales report to the store owner. Through this BPMN diagram, the workflow between the cashier, system, and owner becomes clearer and more organized. DFD or data flow diagram. So this DFD illustrates how data flows within the system. Purchase data from the cashier, enters the system, then the system processes it, store it in the database, and generate a transaction report that can be accessed by store owner. The DFD illustrates how data flows within the cashier system. In level 0, the cashier, system, and owner interact through one main process called cashier system. And in level 1, the system is divided into several key processes. There are stock input, where the cashier enter product data, transaction process, which records transactions and calculates total sales. And then stock update, which updates item quantities after each sale. And the last, sales report, which generates sales reports and sends them to the owner. All data is stored in 3 data stores: stock data, transaction data, and report data. So the conclusion is this project helps Toko Mulia Busana move from manual to digital systems for managing sales and inventory. The new mobile app makes it easier to record transaction, track stock, and manage debt. It also speeds up work, reduce mistakes, and improve customer service.
So to wrap it up, our system helps make stock and sales management at Mulia Busana store faster, simpler, and more reliable. With this mobile cashier app, store owners can track their products and sales anytime, anywhere, and minimize human error in the process. We really hope this system can support Mulia Busana move toward digital transformation and improve their overall business operations. And that's it, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. See you all next time. Bye-bye.